Working on a Saturday isn't so bad when you're working with esteemed colleagues like our Chandler Parra and Alex Seymour, or when you get to cover a blockbuster showdown between the 2020 DIAA Wrestling State Champ Smyrna and the state runner-up Milford. To the action we go.
We start out at 103, Emily Tody taking on Wyatt Miller. With two such evenly matched teams, conceding a pin is not an option for either team. And Tody, as always, tough as nails, surviving the match, dropping only 4 points instead of 6. 112, one of the best wrestlers in the entire country. Smyrna's Gabe Giampietro versus Milford's Trevor Copes. Copes, the 8th grader, yes folks, he's only an 8th grader, could not afford to concede the pin. Giampietro dominated for the most part and even seemed to secure a pin at one point, while Copes hung on and even flipped the tables on Giampietro near the end. Giampietro would go on to win the match, but Copes is looking forward to another match with the best 112-pounder in the state.
I've been working for this, and I hope to see him soon at states or something like that in my rematch. But I just been working at practice, got great partners, great coaches, great team.
126-pounders, the 2020 state champ Jack Tody with a strong throw, and he secures a pin over Jake Wagner. Smyrna up 9-6 over Milford. 132-pounders Trent Grant from Milford and Jamar Wells from Smyrna. Grant going for the gator roll, but Wells follows through, avoiding the pin. Wells would fight back and get some points, but in the end, the Buck would win the decision. Milford up 15-9, and in arguably the match of the day, 138-pounders Milford's Aaron Briscoe versus Smyrna's Garrett Hudson. Hudson with a beautiful snap and shoot for 2 right there, and with under a minute to go in the match, Briscoe pulls off a reversal, but he does not get full control, so he only gets 1 point. Briscoe would continue to try and win the match and is awarded a point due to Hudson stalling, and we go to OT. Hudson visibly exhausted. Briscoe sprawls and eventually spins behind for the match-winning double.
Last year we lost by 2 points. It really upset me, so this year we had to come back and beat them. So just thinking of that, thinking of beating Smyrna, just helped me get through it.
145, the Buck, Rafa Mejia out to prove something after dropping a crucial match against CR on Wednesday, and he came out on top over the Eagle, Jesse Dixon.
I'm coming off of 2 losses, and it's going to be hard, and I just got to fight. I got to win.
160-pounders, the always technical Joey Nuttercola versus Avery Copes. And as you can expect, Joey, in control of his positioning, finds a way to get a pin for the Eagles. 170-pounders, another critical matchup between the Bucks' Dwayne Wiltbank and Smyrna's Nathan Lesnijak. Lesnijak goes for the throw, but Wiltbank telegraphs it and gets 2. Lesnijak would later get 2 and get closer to leveling up the match. Down 7-4, Lesnijak levels it with his reversal and takedown. He would then attempt to tilt his opponent and got him in what looks like a near-fall situation. It was not ruled as such, but Wiltbank reversed it and he secured the crucial win. And this was the match that won it for the Bucks. 195-pounders, Rafael Mejia for the Bucks versus Tyler Danward for the Eagles. Mejia survives the throw, gets control, and seals it for Milford.
I know it's not fun when the pressure's there, but you got to do what you got to do to win. I just succeeded at the end.
And despite a series of late pins by the Eagles, the Bucks will go on to win at 37-33. And Smyrna coach Aaron Harris is making no excuses, while Bucks coach Don Parsley is saying his Bucks were not going to be denied.
I tell my kids all the time we can deal with losses if it's technical. If they're in better shape than us, we can deal with it. We can go back to the drawing board and fix it. This was lack of effort. So this is something I'm going to have to dig deep and figure out how to get it right. I know we have some young guys, but I don't deal with lack of effort. I put in everything I have to this. I expect them to show up every day and put in everything they have, and today that didn't happen.
3 guys really stepped up and got the job done. Ryan Mejia at 138 pounds, Dwayne Wiltbank at 170, and then Ralph Mejia at 195. I mean, all 3 of those guys got the job done, and conceivably their opponents were good enough to knock them off, and my guys just weren't going to be denied today.
And the meat grinder of the Henlopen continues as Milford travels to Sussex Central, and Smyrna welcomes Cesar Rodney this coming Wednesday. That'll do it for me, and as always, it's a privilege and an honor to be of service to you, Delmarva.